Hello everyone, good morning. Suprabhat. How's everyone doing? Just waiting for all of you to come in. Hey there. There's people joining. Welcome Preethy, nice to see you once again. Yes, I will keep that request up. Don't cancel it. I will accept it soon. Just give me a minute. This has got to be a real coincidence once again. The two Preethis have literally joined back to back. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Very good morning to this Preethi from UK and a good evening to the Preethi from Sydney. Sunburst Kitchen. My God, that's a pleasant surprise. How are you doing? Good. Okay, great. Namaskar, welcome. And it's a bright and sunny day right now in London, but the winds are howling. And I'm actually wearing a t-shirt which has a kind of a representation of Batman there. And what it says is, with a great beard comes great responsibility. And the responsibility currently is stay home. So please do stay home. Now, how many of you have possibly had this kind of an experience where you first start off making a lot of plans and then you have planned everything to the T. I'm going to do this, I'm going to read this, I'm going to do that. And then suddenly you wake up in the morning and find that things have changed and you want to do it a bit differently. It's kind of an eureka moment and you want to do something else completely. Hi Lakshmi. Hi Rujita. Furi Baba. Oh, hi, nice to see you. Now, you want to do something differently. So what you start, the plans then go completely haywire or rather tossed out of the window and then you want to do something else. And that's exactly what happened today with me. The reason I'm saying this is I had all these poems planned which were from extremely popular writers and everything. And then today I opened up my social media accounts and suddenly there were a few things which I came across and I just couldn't let go of them. So I have to read this out to you. So Achi Pahili Kavita, the first poetry, a Marathi poetry, is a WhatsApp forward from somewhere. I really do not know who that who the person is who's actually written this, but it actually resonated so well. Hi Anita, hi Aarti. Now I'll read this out to you. काहीतरीच तुमचं तुमचा प्रश्न आहे वेंधळा आपल्या घरात आपल्याला येईल कसा कंटाळा माझ्या घरातली धूळ सुद्धा द डस्ट ओके माझ्या घरातली धूळ सुद्धा माझ्यावरती प्रेम करते किती झटकली तरीही पुन्हा पुन्हा येऊन बसते ताट वाटी भांड ही सारीच माझी भावंड जेवताना रोज सोबत करतात पिठलं असो की श्रीखंड फ्रिज मिक्सर गिझर टीव्ही साऱ्या नव्हेत नुसत्याच वस्तू रिमोट हातात घेतला की लगेच म्हणतात तथास्तु कपाट नुसतं उघडलं की उघडतात मनाचेही कप्पे कपाट नुसतं उघडलं की उघडतात मनाचेही कप्पे वरून खाली दिसत जातात आयुष्याचे सर्व टप्पे वा पलंगावर आडवं पडून खोचून घेतली मच्छरदाणी तरी लपून बसलेला एक डास कानामध्ये गुणगुणतो गाणी खिडकी गॅलरी पॅसेज बाल्कनी घर असतच नंदनवन कितव्याही मजल्यावर घर असो घरातच तयार होतं अंगण आई बाबा बायको मुलं घरात नेहमीच असते जग आई बाबा बायको मुलं घरात नेहमीच असते जाग टेबलावरची एक कुंडी फुलवते आयुष्याची बाग घरात नुसतं बसून राहा घरात नुसतं बसून राहा, वाढत जाईल जिव्हाळा. आपल्या घरात आपल्याला येईलच कसा कंटाळा. काहीतरीच तुमचा प्रश्न आहे वेंधळा. आपल्याच घरात आपल्याला कसा येईल कंटाळा. वा. So true in these times today. So please keep that up. Now, I want to start this session with somebody who was there on a test run with me yesterday for a live session. My friend Preethy from Sydney. And I'm going to try and take her online right now. Just give me a moment. Okay, so Preethy. And I'm adding. We are just waiting for her. Hi, Preethy. Welcome back.
Hello. How are you? How are you all doing?
Oh, everybody's fine. Great to see you, Preethy. Preethy,
So the time zones changed. And
yes, I'm changing my background a bit every day. So I've traveled from one end of my couch to the other end of my couch. It was a very pleasant journey. I enjoyed the trip. I walked at least about four steps, and it was such a tiring journey. But it's very nice now that I'm meeting new friends now online. So it's been nice. So now I will. So I have introduced Preethy to some of you yesterday as a good friend who has been my senior at B school. The thing which I wanted to add for today's session is Preethy of late has not of late. 2 years into it, she has been learning Spanish, and she's at an intermediate level. So for her, the poetry in Spanish is a way of improving her learnings. So which is a very nice way to do it. And she has been volunteering as a tutor with an organization called the Story Factory, which provides a creative space for kids from marginalized communities and express their thoughts. Now, over to you, Preethy. I want you to read whatever you have today.
Thanks, Amit. Hi, everyone. And honestly, thank you so much for this opportunity. When Amit spoke to me like a few days back, I was like, oh, my Spanish is so good. I'm going to read Pablo Neruda, whom most of you would know is like a very good Spanish poet. But when I picked up his poetry, I was like, damn, this is so difficult. I'm not going to be able to do any of this. So I have picked. So my first poem is actually from one of the famous Spanish literature. He was a poet, he was an author, and he's from 1800s. His name is Gustavo Adolfo Becker. He was apparently like almost like the Shakespeare for Spanish, something along those lines. He had a very difficult life, a very bad marriage. So most of his poems, and they were all very small snippets. So for me personally, it was very easy to translate because it was just 4 lines. But then he wrote very small snippets, and he wrote like 77 or 78 of them, all about how he imagined his life would be. So it was more about his imagination of hope and imagination of love. So it was around that. So the first poem the poem's called, so I'll read in Spanish, and it's only 4 verses. So 4 lines pretty much. And I'll also do the translation that I did in English.
Okay.
So the poem's called Rima 21. ¿Qué es poesía? Dices mientras clavas en mi pupila tu pupila azul. ¿Qué es poesía? Y tú me lo preguntas. Poesía eres tú. So what it translates is that the poem's called Rhyme 21. Like I said, he did just rhymes. So this was the 21st rhyme that he wrote. And what it says is, what is poetry? You say this to me as you fix my eyes with your blue eyes. What is poetry? You ask me that. Poetry, it is you. And then I really thought that it also, the reason why I chose this was also to, I guess, for each one of us to understand that you can look at yourself and say you yourself are a poetry as well. So you don't really need somebody else to say that that person is the poetry in your life. So this kind of, he may have thought of it for somebody else, but in reality, each of us could look within ourselves and say we can create poetry, especially given the current situation that we are in. You know, we can create poetry with whatever we have around us and with ourselves. Yeah. So that was my first one. That was short and sweet. So the second one, like Amit said, I've been volunteering with this organization for 6 months to a year now. So this is called the Story Factory, and it provides like creative space for kids to really come in, and kids who normally cannot express themselves to come in, and they're given a lot of creative tasks that they kind of do. One of which is poetry writing. It could be story writing. It's craft. It could be anything. But normally it's like kind of the where I have been tutoring. It's mostly like poetry and story writing. So the read out this poem by the student. Her name is Zara Katal. She's a 14-year-old. And again, the reason I chose this particular poetry is when you read through the poetry, you realize that you can apply to the poetry to yourself as well. The poetry is called 100% Me. And it starts as, I add up to 100%. I am 10% thigh steaming in a wok. I'm 5% gourmet steak sizzling on the pan. I'm 3% sushi in the container. I am 2% chocolate melting in the wrapper. I am 20% family and I'm 10% friends. I'm 5% technology, but I'm 10% Wi-Fi. I'm 20% leader and 5% bossy. I'm 3% kind, 7% funny, and I'm 10% no idea of what I am doing. But I add up to 100%.
Wow.
So, yeah, so I think this is a very good one for each of us to, again, reflect and kind of just, you know, decide what makes up our 100% in our lives.
Super.
So yeah. So before I hand it over to Amit, I just also wanted to kind of, I was reading something else today, and there was this quote by Rumi, who everyone knows is a very famous Persian poet. And there was a quote by him which again is very apt in our current scenario, and it says like it goes something like, yesterday I was a clever man, I wanted to change the world. Today I am a sane man and I'm changing myself. So
Brilliant.
given the situation we are in, I guess it's very, very contemporary. We are all changing ourselves. We are all in it together. So I'll hand it over to you, Amit. Stay safe, stay sane, everyone. Bye.
Thank you so much, Preethy. Take care.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, let's see who's next online. Is there anybody else? Lakshmi, are you around? Waiting for your request. I think we have, quite a few people have joined in. Hi, Madhura. Hi, Nitin. Hi, Yogita. If there's anybody else who wants to read in, I'm waiting for your requests. Is there, I think Lakshmi was to join. If she is there, I'm just waiting for her request to come in. And okay, I have, yes, so now I have Jaydeep. Oh yes, I can add Jaydeep right now if you want, because I don't see, yeah, I'll add Anita rather. Okay, fair enough, I'll add Anita. Okay. So now we have our second guest from today. Just hold on. And, oh, hi.
Hi. I'm good.
Good. So now this, everybody, this is Sachi. Sachi is my friend Anita's daughter. I should say rather, Anita is my friend Sachi's mother. That's the way I should say it now, because Sachi is like a friend, and Sachi is the youngest on our broadcast right now, and I think she'll stay the youngest for quite some time. I cannot describe. My words will fall short when I start describing Sachi, because I think she's an amazing girl. She studies French, German, geography, food preparations, and at GCSE as her options. And I think she's now going to give her A levels. But now this entire thing has possibly given a kind of a dampener as to you do not know when it will start and stuff. She enjoys singing, badminton, and at the end of the quarantine period, she hopes to improve her French. So now, you have something for us today in French, because we are already at Spanish. Now we'll hear another language. What do you, Sachi?
So I found a poem in French and it's about life, and I thought it was quite useful in this situation right now because we're all stuck at home, and I think we should look at positive things. So as we reflect on our lives, I think this is quite a relevant poem. So I'm going to read it and then I will translate the lines.
Okay.
Quand la vie est une chanson, chaque jour est une harmonie. Quand la vie est une danse, chaque jour est une ballet. Quand la vie est un ciel, chaque jour est une brise. Quand la vie est une fleur, chaque jour est un papillon. Quand la vie est une torrent, chaque jour est des montagnes russes. So this poem is talking about nature, and there are different positives in nature. So the first line, quand la vie est une chanson, chaque jour est une harmonie, means when life is a song, each day is a harmony. So that really encapsulates the positives about life and how we should appreciate everything, especially in this moment when we're stuck at home and we can't really do much. I think we should look at the positives and really try to understand what we can do in this situation. And I would say, tout sera très bien et ça va être très ludique, which means everything's going to be fun and it's going to be great after this.
Super, Sachi. That's wonderful. Sachi, are we going to see your other skill today, or should we keep that for some time later?
I don't mind.
Okay, so Sachi, one of the other things which I admire about Sachi, and I have seen an example of it just recently, is her ability to transition from accents of different languages. And she does it with such ease. So Sachi, if you could just give us a small glimpse of what you can do.
Yeah. Okay, so would you like to choose an accent for me to start with?
Yeah, so let's go between English and French, possibly. Yeah.
Okay, and is there anything you want me to say specifically?
Say you're standing at an airport and an immigration officer is asking you something about Corona. What would you do?
Okay, so I'll go with English, and all of this isn't to be taken very seriously, and I'm not trying to offend anyone when I do these accents. It's just some fun in this situation.
Yeah.
So you're at an airport and you're in England, and this is the current situation. You have a fever, but I'm not sure if there's anything we can do really. I mean, I think you should just go home and eat your beans because I don't know, there's not much we can do. And wash your hands and sing happy birthday because that's all we can do right now, okay? And stay at home. And now we're in France. Hello, sir. I think you have a fever, but you need to talk to the officials when you disembark the plane, and they will check your temperature, and you need to tell them about your recent history of travel. So please come with me to the office, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Sachi. It's really nice having you, and we hope we spoke once again. And say hi to Anita and Jaydeep from me, to your mom and dad, and we will connect soon again. Okay? See you.
Yeah,
Take care.
thank
Thanks,
you.
Sachi. Take
Bye.
care. Bye-bye. Okay. I am now adding Lakshmi. Let me see if I can get Lakshmi from Dubai. And we are trying to connect. Let's see if we are connecting. I've sent a request. Uh, I have quite a few people who joined in later. Madhura, I know you are enjoying this. And there will be a time when I am going to take you also online. Oh, that's Arya also who's there. Hi, Arya. How are you doing? Rashmi, nice to see you. Hi. Oops. Something happened. I couldn't add Lakshmi. In the meantime, by the time I see Lakshmi once again, what I will do is I am going to try and read out something in English this time, which I came across again. This was today. And this is written, these words were written by a friend whom I came to know who I've come to know through food. So last couple of years back, we went to this very lovely Bohri Thal experience. And that time there was this lovely lady, Nafisa, who was coordinating a lot of things. And she has today put up some words. So as I said, the Eureka movement, which came in today, I was going through the Instagram stories, and suddenly I came across these words. When that stash of hope that you have been using sparingly seems to deplete, when that stash of hope, when you have been using sparingly seems to deplete, when you are questioning reality and your existence, when you wish instead of skip intro, you could skip this absurdity, when your highs are met with gut-wrenching lows, when your highs are met with gut-wrenching lows, just look up and know that the moon is looking back at all of us, telling us that it will be okay. So believe it, even if it's hard, and just breathe. Thank you so much, Nafisa. Lovely. Thank you. And let me try and once again. Oh, yes, Lakshmi. I'm sending you a request once again. Let's see if you are able to connect this time. I think, Lakshmi, I possibly know what could be the issue if you're not able to connect. And this is possibly because of the regulations within Dubai, which I do not know have yet been relaxed. Actual live face calls. They have been relaxed for some of the things. So I'm going to take the liberty, if you're not able to connect this time, and read out something which you had sent me. I hope that's okay with you. Just type it out if that's okay. I will read one of the things which you have sent me earlier. And I think that is the issue. So possibly that is the case why we are not able to connect you on video. So let's see somebody else there. Just hold on. I'm going to try this once. If it doesn't work, then I'm going to read out this lovely thing which Lakshmi has written herself. So Lakshmi is someone whom I actually know only for the past 2 or 3 months, and again a random connection because of theater. So what has happened? So I had gone in about towards the end of last year on work trip to Dubai, and once and there I surprised a few of my friends who are associated with the theater industry there. A theater thing which we're doing with on Pula Deshpande. So that happened. So once that happened, and that is where I saw Lakshmi first on stage, and then we connected. So Lakshmi is currently following this fitness challenge also on her Facebook. Excellent videos to keep everybody motivated, but she writes well too, and the connection with theater has been there. So the poem goes like this. It says, it will be okay. It will be okay. Someday it will all make sense. Someday you and I will talk about things we did, unspoken words of nonsense. Someday we will laugh when we look back at the days of anticipation, love, and despair. Someday you will understand. Wow. You were not the only one writhing and pained. Someday we will shed a tear for what we lost and gained. We will have a lone moment again, someday, not far away. Until then, trust me. Until then, trust me, everything's gonna be okay. Lovely. Thank you so much, Lakshmi. These are absolutely beautiful golden words for today. That was amazing. I actually see one more request which is there. I do not know, is Yogita still there? If she is. But Lakshmi, these were absolutely beautiful words. Keep writing, keep inspiring. You have been, it's been great connecting with you. We loved what you have written and hope to hear more from you. And we'll figure out a way as to how we can get you online and see everybody, let everybody see you. But great. Thank you so much. Thanks everybody for joining in. That's the dose for today. Stay safe, be home, keep smiling. Take care. Bye-bye.